Wow, it's been months since I've uploaded a video. Mumkey is gone. There's nothing to talk about. Life is boring. I spent all of my money on DVDs of crime dramas. Whatever will I do? Oh, what's this? More bad commentators on YouTube.com. This looks like a great time for me to make a video on YouTube.com. It's a beautiful day here in Canada, which is apparently where all of you think that I live. I was planning on making this video for a while, but some complications came up.
This is a YouTuber with 1.7 million subscribers.
Keemstar. Keemstar ruined it all.
For those who don't know, Mr. Big Lad Destiny fucking took down my video.
This isn't your poor man's content cop. No, miss me with that gay shit, man. Welcome to the first ever episode of Content Gangsta. Don't get it twisted, homies. JustDestiny. Go.
So there's this 26-year-old girl out there named that's featured in this video title.
Thumbnails.
We all remember Leafy is Here, the best or worst commentator that ever was, depending on who you ask, but I think few people would say the former. From the wonderful jokes about bleach and suicide to the videos about small retarded children, the pussy behavior, the deflection of criticism, the gameplay to fill up space in the video that he was too lazy to edit, meaning 90% of it, there are many staples of Leafy's channel that we've all come to know and love. Oftentimes the people that I'm going to talk about today are compared to Leafy, and for reasons that I feel are pretty justified. While I could try to list off every creator in this genre, honestly there are just too many to count, so we'll meet them along the way on this little journey. In the past year or so, there's been a pretty big resurgence of Leafy-style commentary videos, which have been dubbed reaction commentary by nerds like me.
Over, and on the back was Neil Armstrong's autograph.
That has to be the oddest flex that I've ever heard.
These reaction commentators have been gaining hundreds of thousands of subscribers in recent months, with many of them like Fainted and Cyrus blowing up over the course of a few short weeks and being thrust into the spotlight.
I looked on the counter, my keys were gone.
So this kid was 7 years old at the time. His grandmother left her car keys on a table for some reason, and he took the keys, took his grandmother's SUV, and drove it down a main road without giving two shits. What a fucking savage.
His grandmother's Dodge Durango.
This 7-year-old kid actually stole his grandma's SUV? That's pretty savage. I mean, the most savage thing I've ever done to my grandma is push her down the stairs in her wheelchair.
It's the same video.
I need to stop
There's
it.
no
I need to steal
difference.
her car.
They're ripping each other off. It feels nice to know that despite the hours and hours of effort I've put into my videos, I have not even hit 100k, and many of them have passed 300,000 subscribers, like it's a piece of cake. Pity me. This brings us to the main target of today's video, JustDestiny, the proud owner of a channel with 1.6 million subscribers and, coincidentally, some of the worst content on this site.
Alright, so we can already see that by her saying that her idols are Paris Hilton and Marilyn Monroe, that she's pretty much into that luxurious lifestyle. That richest of the rich lifestyle where you could walk around wearing $5,000 shirts, $2,000 shoes, driving around in a $250,000 car, going to the bathroom, taking a dump, and then whipping out a $100 bill just to wipe your ass with. I mean, it's actually crazy what some rich people are willing to do.
Wow. Rich people have nice things. What an astute observation about JustDestiny. JustDestiny is a comedian slash YouTuber slash podcaster based in New York. He speaks in multiple interviews and makes comedy videos on YouTube. Some of his most popular videos being his commentary on funny things he finds all over the internet. For serious business and enquiries, please contact justdestinybusiness@gmail.com. Comedian is a stretch.
The channel. My god. Already this guy looks like the biggest douchebag in the history of douchebags.
When these are the best clips from his channel that he can pull and put into a trailer, like this is what he thinks is funny, I don't know, you know, if this is what you're into, good for you, but personally I don't find pointing out what's on screen to be particularly funny, you know, it's just not my thing.
Like, this guy actually looks like he's high off some bath salts or some shit.
Haha, they're acting weird, they're on drugs. In the past month or so, a bit of a firestorm has been started on Twitter regarding this guy because of some tweets that he made and the way that he responds to this channel's favorite word, criticism. I've been planning on making this video for a little over a month and a half now, but unfortunately things got out of hand, and one day I woke up to Keemstar making Twitter videos about this. It has become a rather prevalent theme on this channel in the past half a year or so, and for good reason. Criticism is such an important part of what I do and enjoy on the internet. There's not a lot of solely original content on YouTube, really. It sort of exists in this weird state where it talks about culture and other things going on in the world, and as a result, this has also caused many channels to talk about that online culture in this weird multi-layered system of self-referential content that would not have been able to exist 10 years ago because the source material is so unique to YouTube. Critique helps us improve as people and as creators. I think that it is extremely important to the commentary community, as the commentators who can actually entertain people while also delivering some valid points tend to be the best. So when creators cannot take criticism or act like a fool about it, then they end up looking like a fool about it. This guy harasses people for comedy. That's rather ironic, considering how you make videos about literal children. I'm talking very young, and you don't even include a disclaimer telling your fans not to harass them. You know, you undoubtedly send hundreds of thousands of retarded children to harass one child every single day, and you're not even trying. Just add a disclaimer, please. Not to mention that JD over here, as he likes to call himself, has fallen into the bad habit of sexualizing these children in his thumbnails. Over and over. Jailbait, jailbait. Not to mention that even when he's not sexualizing kids in his thumbnails, he is making multiple videos about them talking about how cringe and spoiled they are.
I saw this one particular video pop up in my recommended, and it was called Two Kids Had a Fortnite Dancing Battle at School. And before I even clicked this video, I knew it was going to be cringe. I knew it was going to be something that actually just made you want to log off of YouTube, shut down your computer, and yeet that shit all the way out the window.
Now to the classic Turkey Tom tactic of picking apart tweets because Destiny's Twitter is a fucking mess. There have been multiple times in the past actually where he's acted like an idiot, but recently his replies have been at their worst. Ian Miles Chung made a tweet recently proposing this question. I know he's gotten into lots of drama recently, but that doesn't really change the validity of the question that he proposed. It's a little snide maybe, but considering the type of content being made here, I don't personally see the issue. Clown responds by saying, cool videos about children. Ian responds simply saying noncery, which for all of you fellow Americans out there, nonce is the British slang term for pedophile or child predator. Destiny didn't like this one bit. Don't you two be fucking sheep and take things out of context. Grow up. These videos have no intent and no correlation whatsoever to noncery or perversion. You goddamn muppets. Quite pathetic on your part to go around being deceptive on the basis of your preconceptions. They go back and forth a little bit, but there are a few key points here. Destiny denies that he is a nonce, he denies that he is doing anything sexual with the thumbnails, and most of all, he denies responsibility for possibly promoting his content to people who would be attracted to this. JD likes to conflate these issues, but I think there are a few things to get straight. The issue isn't that anyone sees him as a pedophile himself. The issue is that he is putting pictures of 12-year-old girls in crop tops in his videos and making money off of people clicking that thumbnail because they see a middle schooler in some skimpy clothing. Not only that, but he relentlessly mocks the kids and shames them for their behavior, which, alright, I mean, you know, they're doing it to themselves a little bit. But they're also fucking children. They can't give consent, they have no idea what they're doing. So it's morally questionable that you would make videos about them. Personally, I don't think that you should make videos about kids. It's sick. It's gross. We don't need to spread it around. We don't need to encourage this behavior. Bottom line though, you guys have opinions and interpretations on the matter. And also so do I. Arguing back and forth on whether the images are seen this way or that way is actually quite pointless. I am not guilty of anything but offending a particular group of people. In this case, it isn't pointless because you made yourself look like a fucking idiot. You also implied that you would take legal action or beat someone with a bat if they don't stop criticizing you, and then lied about it and just denied it like it didn't happen. Never threatened anyone with violence, you imbecile, and you can believe whatever you're inclined to believe. Also, quite frankly, I think you and everybody else are throwing around the same baseless arguments as you are assholes. But we can agree to disagree. Smiley emoji. There's no room for interpretation in this tweet. He's literally right. You use jailbait in your thumbnails to attract people to watch your videos, and you make fun of children. Their arguments aren't baseless. If you'd like to see a few screenshots from your own channel, then here you go. You're no different from Rice Gum or any of those guys for the end of the day making this terrible scummy content, so you should stop lying to yourself and others about the intent of your videos. You want to make money. We get it. Just stop pretending like there's any other motive for you. Not even, but since you want to bring up statistics, the majority of my audiences range from 18 to 24. Stats can be vary depending on many different factors. So no, that 90% stat is completely wrong. I agree, kids do enjoy videos on other kids. No argument there. So when someone says that your audience is primarily kids and you're probably not promoting your videos to nonces, you then say that your primary age range would be nonces if they're attracted to 11-year-old girls. Therefore confirming the theory that you promote videos to potential child predators and people who get off to that shit. I doubt that many pedos really watch your videos. Most people lie about their age on YouTube anyway, but you're not helping yourself out here. He's also extremely fucking weird. Like, I don't even know what to say about these responses. I don't know. When he sees he's been trapped, he just starts replying with emojis. When people point out flaws in you as a person or your actions, try not to insult them. Try not to make threats about how you'll hurt them. As much of a gangsta as you are, I think you should. I just think you should hold back. I think you should not do that. Everyone's favorite reaction commentary stan, Big Bake, was sure to chime in as well, saying his viewers are like 13 to 17. Not his fault. Girls around those ages in skimpy clothes that they put on willingly on the internet get good views. Yeah, man, don't hate the playa, hate the game. That miserable old woman was just asking to be fucking robbed. She had the money right out, dude. God, you guys are so immature. Big Bake, these kids, Lamau, are ridiculous. I can easily shut down their baseless points with one 60-second video. It's just shocking to see how gullible they are in regards to believing things without any substantial evidence. Oh really? You can do it in one 60-second video? Well, come on, I'd love to see it. Instead of striking down a video, instead of filing a copyright strike. As I was gathering tweets for this this video, he also privated his account. But no, you can't hide from me, Destiny. I got screenshots upon screenshots.
I got files on top of files to swing back at.
When will you learn that your actions have consequences? Every tweet, no matter how many likes and how long it was available for, we got it. Can't hide from me, Buster. People who copyright strike other people simply because they can't take criticism. Yeah, Destiny, what a dirtbag move. Who would ever do that? I can't imagine. I guess someone by the name of JustDestiny would do that. Huh. It's kind of weird. The video that was taken down was by a small commentary channel with 2,000 subscribers by the name of Lieutenant Cobra. Essentially, it was a video criticizing Destiny for a number of things that Cobra saw as rather scummy. Not long after it was released, it was taken down by Destiny for supposed copyright infringement. I've watched the video itself, which I will link in the description for download if you want to see it for yourself. But even if the video didn't add anything to any of the clips that it presented, neither do your videos. Destiny, the only commentary you add is an obvious observation or casual jest about the clip of Dr. Phil, or whatever other TV show that you're trying to impersonate with your thumbnail so that people will click on it thinking that it's Dr. Phil's, when in reality, it's your patronizing YouTuber voice interrupting the show, which would be much more entertaining without your presence. I'm no fan of gameplay to fill up space in the videos, but at least Cobra has something to say. You don't. The sheer hypocrisy and lack of self-awareness that this guy displays is fucking embarrassing. But oh no, he might, I don't know, he might hit me with a baseball bat. I can't hide behind my computer screen forever, or he might sue me. I can't imagine how much of a butthurt, cowardly loser you would have to be to wrongfully take down a video with not even 5,000 views created by a 15-year-old kid. It's sad, man. It's really fucking sad. And chances are, if Destiny hadn't taken down his video, then I wouldn't be making the video that you're watching right now. Which is kind of the most ironic thing about this whole situation. In trying to silence his critics, he only further made himself out to be an idiot. He also filed a cease and desist against Lieutenant Cobra, threatening a potential lawsuit. Oh, the Streisand effect continues. And in a shocking twist of fate, Destiny has completely left Twitter multiple times and then come back because of how toxic it is.
I'm not going to be on Twitter anymore because Twitter is very toxic, and there's just negative shit every single day about every single person, and everybody else, like, they're getting exposed, people's private lives are getting surfaced, and I don't want it.
No, you fucking liar. Don't play it like this has anything to do with toxicity. You're just a little pussy who can't take some children making fun of you, and when Big Daddy Keemstar comes into the mix, you finally say, oh, I'll release the strike.
Some of you weren't, and he donated $1 just to call me pussy. Just to try to demean me in front of all of my viewers.
The only reason you're doing it is because Daddy Keem came in town and put you in your fucking place, because now you can't ignore it. Now you have to try to save face. Honestly, Destiny, I can't help but feel that you would be much better off just doing what Cyrus and Scrubby do when they receive criticism, by leaving a long, drawn-out, confusing comment where they say that their content isn't for everyone and that they want to improve, and then they just never improve. At least they tried to pretend. I know this video was a bit of a mess, but I'd like to wrap it up with a few bullet points just to give you all a solid idea of who JustDestiny is. He makes terrible content where he capitalizes off of sexualizing children. He is terrible at arguing for his case on Twitter and is clearly only on YouTube for money. He cannot take criticism and resorts to striking videos and contacting attorneys to intimidate high school students into doing what he wants. He threatens people with bats. He only apologizes after someone significantly larger than him brings the situation to light so that he feels cornered and can't hide from the criticism anymore. But through all of this, I can't help but miss my man, the one true internet cyberbully. I can never forget Leafy, and you know what? While he was a bit of a scumbag, at least he wasn't as much of a pussy as this guy, with his edgy jokes and bleach memes. Oh, how I miss him.
Girls look better in a real tight sweater. Girls look better in a real tight sweater.
Hey fellas, sorry that this video took so long. Once again, I've just been busy with school and life and all that fun stuff, but I plan to be uploading soon, so stay tuned for that. If you'd like to see some small creators that I genuinely like, then you can check out Slacker TV, No Time for Nonsense, and Kevin the Mevin in the description below. If you'd like to check out Lieutenant Cobra, you can in the description below. He makes some pretty okay videos, and his videos about JustDestiny give some more insight into the situation, and he goes more in depth with that whole stuff. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video all the way to the end. Follow me on Twitter for dumb memes and updates on coming videos and drama. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
So my financial aid's better. You better dead her. Yo, that girl's going crazy. Got a twinkle in her eye, like she wants to have a baby. Maybe I should call her up on a Saturday. Take her to a dinner in a movie. Braves game. Hey, babe, we could call her up again. You looking good, girl. You should bring your friend. And I don't really talk shit. I'm a douche and a bad rapper. I'd act faster, but my tongue's in a black plaster. If your girl shop inside